Traders in the building, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So in this particular video, I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100, and I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. Now on this instrument over here, this is the dollar index, as you can see, and I'm currently bullish on this market. Now the reason why I'm bullish is because the market is currently trading above a level of sensitivity. This is a very strong support, which was previously a resistance, as you can see. Now the market broke above that structure, came back, and at the moment the market is still trading above that structure, hence my bullish bias. Now the second reason is because, of course, as you can tell, the market is in a bullish trend, and I say this because the market keeps on making higher lows and it keeps on making higher highs. This is obviously out there. Moving on to a smaller time frame, we go to the weekly time frame. Now over there you will also see that there was a counter trend that had formed around the structure over here, somewhere around this region over here. So this was the first touch, second touch, and a third touch, and the market did react accordingly to that structure. However, as you can tell, then the market eventually broke out of that resistance and came back for a retest, and now the market is trying to push even higher, right? So that's another reason on this particular time frame. Now if you even move to a smaller time frame, we go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you can clearly see that the market is in a bullish channel again. Let me highlight it for you guys. You can see this high over here, the low over here. So anytime the market reaches the low of the channel, it buys, the high of the channel, it sells. And now at the moment, the market, as much as it did break below the structure, it didn't sustain itself below to continue selling. And as you can see, the market now has come back above that structure over there, which then suggests to us the market again is in a bullish run. So this is what we can expect for the week that is coming next week. We can expect the market to come back for a retest. If we want to get a perfect entry, or rather a beautiful entry, the market should come back, maybe back to this support over here, and then from there, this is where we start to look for our buys. Hopefully we target the high of the trend over there, or we target the left side of the market. As you can see, those highs, anything could happen, as I always say in the market. So as you can see, as much as we did break out of this area over here, it doesn't really mean that the market is not going to come back. As you can see over here, it did break the first time, it broke the first time, and then it eventually came back with that red candlestick. So maybe it could do the same thing again, and if it does do the same thing, the market ends up coming back inside this range. Then we trade the market as a range. We sell it as soon as it reaches the high, and we buy it as soon as it reaches the low. And if it breaks again, we continue buying, and if it breaks again, we continue selling. Pretty much that's all I'm looking for in this instrument for the week that is coming. Moving on to gold. On gold, I am also bullish. Let's move to the higher time frame, the monthly time frame. So you can clearly see that the market, of course, is bullish. I don't even need to explain that the market is moving up, right? However, there's this particular structure over here that I'm interested in. This one over here, which was this high over here and this low over here. This was a clear range, as you can see. Let's draw a box around that structure. This was a clear range. Anytime the market reached the high of the range, it sold, and anytime the market reached the low of the range, it bought, right? However, the market then ended up breaking above this particular resistance over here. And as I always say, for me, price action, I feel like I feel like proven it is like that. It will never go one direction. It's always gonna push and then pull back, push then pull back, push then pull back, push then pull back, right? So this is exactly what I'm expecting, or rather anticipating, on this instrument, because now that we got that push, I still feel like eventually we are gonna get that pushback into this support over here, and this is where we can start to look for long swing buys, right? However, it doesn't mean we can't trade this current price action over there. What I think could happen is, or rather what I'm gonna do for the week that is coming, I'm just gonna trade this market as a range. I'm gonna do like this, right? Now that the market is supported over here and broke above the structure, what I'm looking for is buys strictly now. I'm going to look for the market to give me a retest, nice retest on this support, and then I look for buys, hopefully to break this resistance around the structure over here. And if it does end up breaking that resistance, another retest, and then I continue to buy. So now just use your own discretion, guys. Study how price is moving, and yeah, man, just don't really follow everything I say, because I'm sharing my perspective, but it doesn't mean that's what the market is gonna do, right? Yeah, moving on to another instrument. Let's go to US100. I don't feel like going to the higher time frame. I feel like it's a waste of time, but let's do it, guys. No. Let's go to the daily time frame instead. So on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that this market is bullish, right? You can clearly see that this market is trending up, right? And the market now did what? There was a resistance around the structure over here. Then the market, let me zoom in like this. I want you guys to see everything. There was a resistance around the structure which the market broke out, gave a retest, and then the market started to push up, right? And now the last resistance that the market created before this move is this one over here. So what we can expect is for the market eventually to come back again to this support, and then we can expect to get further buys. However, it doesn't mean the market is gonna do that as I said it will, because the market can do anything really. Now let's move to the smaller time frame. I would like to go to the let's move to the 1 hour time frame instead. So for me, I've identified two areas of interest for me to then confirm if I'm gonna get that retest or not, this high and this low over here. So now that the market is currently trending above that high, what I will advise you, or rather not even advise you because I can't give you financial advice, but what I'm looking for is, guys, this resistance was a resistance. I mean, as you can tell, it became a resistance for a very long time. However, the market broke out eventually, and now what I can expect for the week that is coming is that the market could end up giving a retest and then push even higher. However, this is just another possibility. Then what if the market and it doesn't give that pushback and continue higher? Instead, it comes back inside this range. Now, if it comes back inside this range, I'm gonna look at this market and trade it as a range as it is. Meaning, if it reaches the high, I'm just gonna sell, and if it reaches the low, I am just gonna buy. And whichever direction the market ends up breaking, should the market end up breaking below, then it's a retest, and then we continue selling, hoping that the market is gonna give us that retest that we are anticipating on the higher time frame. And if ever the market ends up breaking above, then again a retest like it is now, then continuation to the upside. Pretty much that's all I'm looking for in this instrument. I don't want to complicate things, guys. That's all I'm looking for. There's nothing much into it. Moving on to US30, and I am closing with this one. Let's also start on the daily time frame. Now with this market, I should say, guys, at the moment the market is choppy. I mean, look at this kind of price action from here. Look at this. These candlestick over here, you can't trade that, honestly. If you can, I mean, that means you're a pro, but for me, I feel like, nah, this market is bad. I even thought about not adding this this particular instrument on this video for the week that is coming, but I was like, you know what, let me rather add it and then explain why I feel like we shouldn't trade it, right? So as you saw that the market on the higher time frame, of course, I won't even go there, but on the higher time frame, the market is bullish. The market is bullish. Why is my trend okay? Right, the market is bullish on the higher time frame, and as you can see over here, we do have a trend line, of course. First touch over here, second touch, third touch, and a fourth touch, and a reaction around that structure, and the market started to go up, right? However, as it went up, it did break above this support over here, which I had identified as a strong area of resistance and support, because in the past it became a strong support, as you can tell, and then became a resistance. And so when the market went above, I assumed that the market was just going to treat it as such and then start to buy from there. However, as you can see, the market started to range and became choppy around that structure over there. So I still expect the very same thing, that eventually the market should end up buying, and if it doesn't end up buying, then the market should, if it breaks, then continue selling to the downside like this. However, at the moment, I'm still bullish, though I could say don't trade it as of yet. Wait for the market to either move up or down, right? So if you move to a smaller time frame, I've marked two areas of interest. I have a high over there. I have marked two areas of interest. I have marked this high over here and this low over here for the week that is coming. Now, for you to know whether you should buy or you need to sell, I would say wait for the market to either break above this resistance or break above or break below this support over here. And whichever direction the market breaks, if it breaks the high, then the market, it means it's bullish. You should look for buyers to that resistance. And if it ends up breaking this low, then it would assume then we would assume instead that the market is bearish. Then from there we look for sells targeting to move price back into that higher time frame range over there. Pretty much that's all I'm looking for on this instrument. There is really nothing much that I'm seeing into it, and if you see something, do comment down in the comment section. Maybe this has to do something with fundamentals. I don't know, I didn't really check them out, but yeah, man, thank you for watching up to this far, guys. If you are, love you so much. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, and I am out.